Okay, for module 3, went ahead and for the listening module, went ahead and listened to a speech with one of my favorites was Arnold Schwartzneggar. Sometimes people like him, sometimes people don't. Has a lot of good points. I like Arnold Schwarzenegger when it comes to, well, of course, the movies, things like that. But you know, it's not, a lot of people think he's not the smartest tool in the shed, but he does have some good points and he does have a great outlook. So I do like listening to some of the things he has to say. And anyway, the one I did was the American Rhetoric would be the website, and it'd be the Arnold Schwarzenegger address to the nations concerning the global warming. So the main part of the speech was he was addressing the United Nations of and mentioning about California and how they came along, how they're in the leading of the pack when it comes to technology, biotechnology. One of the main heavy hitters in the U.S. and not even around the world. So the main part of the speech was he was trying to address the United Nations to get some more support, mainly like unity, and basically to go ahead and stop doing the blame game when it came to global warming, and to go ahead and start getting on board to get things going. Been dealing with a lot of issues with my computer, so I've been having I wasn't able to go and actually watch the speech. I didn't even know if you could or not on this American Rhetoric, but I was able to listen to it. So any nonverbal cues the speaker can convey, I wasn't able to go ahead and see. I did notice with his speaking, he did a lot of pausing and a lot of being able to go ahead and gain interest, using his words a little bit. Of course, his accent kind of throws you off a little bit, but and now it came down to the listening challenge I kind of had with him. So I was losing kind of some of my loss of attention. When he started going and doing some number crunching, that's something that I really don't. My brain starts to wander, and a lot of supporting facts. Kind of went ahead and was losing a little bit there. I kind of noticed I had to come back and start physically and mentally getting myself in more of attention. So the kinds of activities that were kind of distracting, kind of affecting my ability to listen. I live like in a zoo, so I got dogs running around, people walking outside making the dogs bark, noises, abrupt noises, things like that. I was having an issue with, so things I can't control. Other than that, I noticed a couple things about the speech. Once again, was the accent. Kind of throws me off when people have accents. My brain just doesn't register sometimes. And also some of the words that he would use, especially like when he would say people, he says peoples, I would notice that my brain would kind of just stay on that for about 3 seconds or 4 seconds after that, trying to go ahead and process that. So that was something I really kind of noticed. And taking this class, I'm starting to notice those little things. I'm starting to notice that I am taking notice, so it's just kind of cool. Well, the tasks that I can do without, that will help affecting my listening. I would have to make sure that I'm not doing something that is unfamiliar while I'm doing this. I'm a person who has to do things while they're listening to go ahead, and I'm not sure why that is. Possibly if I was to be driving, it would be a good thing to go and listen to this, because that's a pretty familiar, repetitive thing for me to go ahead and do. But anything that I would do unfamiliar or abruptly